Hi, I'm Zhiwan, and you're standing in my piece, The Impossibility of Home. So I'm going to do this very quick, performance introduction that talks about my work in the themes that I've been thinking about. Just as a reference, the first clip is from Reading Rainbow, which is a 1990s children's television show. Hi, I'm Chris, and I just read a book I really liked. It's called Ira Sleeps Over. And boy, does Ira have a problem. Read this book to find out. So you didn't realize that cute little child was me. I know what happened. So there I was 8 years old with a bowl haircut and a missing front tooth. Someone from Reading Rainbow came and scouted us out. In a sense, they were picking the colors of the rainbow in gender and race. Even before I was aware of it, I was categorized and labeled as Chinese and male. You might have also noticed that I introduced myself as Chris, but this was not the name that was originally given to me. My parents had thought about very carefully and hard about what to name their first child and eventually came upon Zhiwan, which means intelligent cloud. But right before I was born, my parents freaked out a bit. They felt that I couldn't assimilate properly in America with a name that sounded Chinese and foreign.
But contemporary art is really hard to understand. Most of the time when I look at it, I have no clue. And I think it helps, for instance, when I ask you about your artwork, you try to explain to me, and it makes a little bit more sense. And I also realize that with contemporary art, it's a process. And I have to understand that process. Without understanding that process, it's really hard to grasp what the artist is thinking about.
I guess like the very genesis of it comes from the word banana as a pejorative word for Asians who aren't Asian enough. Yellow on the outside, white on the inside. And there's a whole series of these sort of words as a sort of almost like a racial betrayal seen by other races. There's like Oreo, coconut, apple. The idea of the banana came from my learning about the banana tree and how like the original banana was basically all seeds. And the banana that we have today is basically seedless and totally transformed from the original banana. This other word that I've been using called Chinatown Orange, which is a glitter and paint color. And so the same way that the word banana has transformed, I look at the Chinatown Orange as a similar sort of transformation as far as like the strangeness, again, of coloring an ethnic neighborhood.
But I thought the goal of contemporary art is to evoke some emotion when you look at a piece.
Yeah, I mean, color is emotional, but it's just like too much to figure out. There's no answer to that. How about that? I'm not even trying to figure out what it means. A lot of times you walk through the museum, you just, oh wow, that's very pretty. I like this color. I like this combination. I like the brush, the brush stroke. That's all it is. It's already so complicated in life. I don't want to figure out what someone else think at that very moment, because one would never know. There's no real answer to that.
Well, I guess I was always attracted to color, and I guess it kind of initially started with me discovering this particular color. At the time when I first started using it, I think I was just drawn to the strangeness of it, and then as time kind of went on and I started using it in different ways, I realized what was interesting about it was just the color as a as a metaphor or sign for something else. Like initially it was just like, I would paint something Chinatown Orange and then that would be it. Behind me in the video, I'm painted Chinatown Orange, and so are all the objects in that pyramid shape in the background. But then as it sort of shifted and as my understanding of it sort of changed, like in these videos, like I'm painted in orange and I'm wearing an orange necktie suit, but they're not the same Chinatown Orange, but within the context of the film, like it points to Chinatown Orange, and like given the sort of, I guess, leaps in language and words for like calling Chinatown Orange, I felt like I could also do the same thing with like just at this point using any orange to represent Chinatown Orange, because as a word, Chinatown Orange, I think it's meaningless.